Welcome to the Nectar and Grit podcast, where we take 5 minutes to talk with actors and filmmakers about weird shit.
Hello, Doug. How are you? Welcome to the Nectar and Grit podcast.
Hello, Austin.
Hello. Yeah, gotta admit, I'm a little nervous meeting you for the first time. I've seen some of your work. Go ahead.
I've heard quite a few things about you, my friend, and this will definitely be an interesting exchange.
I have to ask one question first before we get started. Are you a cop?
No.
Can't lie.
No.
What projects do you have coming up next?
Well, I have this one coming up. It's called What Have We Won? It's going to premiere on May 2nd at the Downer Theater in Milwaukee. That's pretty cool. That'll be fun. I'm working on a couple other ideas too, but they're not really ready to talk about yet. So I'm going to save that for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Man.
That's exciting.
Very.
Are you? Is it something you're going to be filming in the next year or so, or?
Ideally, hopefully I can, continue working on it and not procrastinate too much and think about other stuff.
Okay. Who's your favorite director? And if you don't see me, you're
fired. Dang, that's a tough one. I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite director. I never actually thought about that.
All right, well, we'll come back to it. What is a specific piece of direction that you have received early in your career that completely changed how you read a script?
I once heard someone say that the camera sees what you're thinking. So if you feel like you're doing too much, you probably are. Or if you might not be putting enough of yourself into it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
And if you could record the sound of a flower growing and play it back, what genre of music would it be?
Oh, you mean pedalcore?
I think I heard of that, actually.
Really? Yeah.
What role do you think a filmmaker should play in the PR of their own movie, and where does the art end and the promotion begin?
I think it's a good idea to have a plan from the start. Being good at it is something completely different. But all of it is just work. Some people like to write, and that's part of the fun, but it's still work.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's see here. What is a movie that is technically imperfect, but works because of its spirit?
What do you mean by imperfect?
Well, I suppose, you have big polished blockbuster movies, right? And the lighting's usually, pretty great, and the sound is all very smooth and even, and the camera shots are all, very, very well thought out. But there are some indie movies out there that maybe they've done a little more like run and gun guerrilla type things, and sometimes the lighting's not perfect, or the camera angle, or the camera movement might not be quite as smooth or as thought out. Do you have any like movies like that maybe are like an indie movie that you see the things in the movie that go like, they totally shit the bed there, but I still love this movie because it's got a lot of spirit?
Uh, I I don't know about imperfect, but there's a movie that I fell in love with that I guess isn't as popular. Some might call it a phase, but I love Coneheads.